Hi, I'm Haigh, Government Relations Manager at Sage. The government has announced several recent updates to the coronavirus support schemes, given the return of many lockdown restrictions that will now be in place until at least the 2nd of December. Here are some of the key measures that your business should be aware of as you plan for the winter months ahead. First up, and I think what many people would view as the headline announcement, there's been an extension to the coronavirus job retention scheme until the end of March 2021. So in practical terms for your business, this means the following. If you've been negatively impacted by COVID, you can make claims now for furloughed workers in a very similar way to the August 2020 operation of the grant scheme. So this means that employers can claim up to 80% of a furloughed employee's usual salary for the time that they aren't working, which should be capped at £2,500 per month. Employees can be furloughed with a part-time pattern if you agree that with them, or they could be furloughed full-time depending on the reduced capacity that your business is experiencing as a result of coronavirus. There will be no employer contribution to the wages and hours not worked. Employers will only be asked to cover national insurance and employer pension contributions for those hours that aren't worked. Claims under the job retention scheme extension can be made from the 11th of November 2020 at the existing website, and we have a very comprehensive FAQ on the extension which can be found at our Sage Coronavirus Hub. In addition to the extension of the furlough scheme, there are a few updates to other support schemes that you might be interested to explore as well. Firstly, looking at the coronavirus loan schemes, the deadlines for the key schemes, so bounce back loans, C-bills, the Future Fund and the coronavirus large business interruption loan scheme, the deadlines for these have now been extended to January 2021, so businesses do have a little bit of extra time if you need to get a loan to tie you over the winter months. That's been extended. And the rules for the bounce back loan scheme have also changed as well, so small businesses can now use the scheme if they're not already at their maximum. So if you've used the scheme already but you have taken out less than £50,000 or less than 25% of your profits, whatever's the lower of those two, you can now go and get additional loans through the bounce back scheme if you're not at that maximum. Additional funding is also being provided to enable local authorities to provide cash grants to business premises that have been legally required to close due to COVID restrictions. So if your business premises has been forced to close and you think you're eligible for that grant, then it is worth checking your local authority website to check that you'll get access to that. And finally, for the self-employed income support scheme is being made more generous for the period of November to January. So during this period, the government will be offering grants worth 80% of the 3 months average trading profits paid out in a single instalment, and that will be capped at £7,500. So those grants will become a bit more generous over the months between November and January. So those are just some of the key changes that have been announced in recent days. And for more information on these and a more comprehensive briefing about what support is on offer for your business and how to access these schemes, visit our Sage Coronavirus Hub, which you can find at sage.com/UK/coronavirus. And if you go there, you can stay up to date with all the latest information on what schemes are available to help your business.